Hello, and 2017 is a special year for Omega as they are celebrating a triple anniversary of some highly iconic watches for them. So some of you might have probably heard of the 60th anniversary of the Speedmaster, the only watch that went on the moon, but in 1957 Omega also introduced at the time two other watches which had a professional reason of being. The Seamaster with its water-resistant capabilities specially developed for diving, the Railmaster whose particularity was its anti-magnetic properties developed for people working in contact of important electric fields such as train drivers, thus the name Railmaster. So these three watches come as close as possible to the original 1957 models with their steel case and black tropical dial, and all three are limited to 3,557 pieces each. But if you're a die-hard Omega fan, well, you can buy all three at the same time, as the brand proposes a special anniversary wooden box limited to 557 pieces. And by the way, the price of this trilogy, yeah, that's how they call it, is priced at 21,600 Swiss francs, which will actually cost you a bit less than if you bought the watches individually. So a pretty nice object regarding some pretty cool watches, and I'm pretty sure that this will be a big success for the collectors of the brand. And yeah, by the way, further info, whether you buy the full set or the individual watch, you will also receive a pretty nice vintagey leather pouch, to carry them or it around. So I mentioned the Speedmaster, and let's go back on some new models introduced, and in particular some moon watches with, for instance, a limited edition celebrating the 45th anniversary of the last Apollo mission that went on the moon, and that's Apollo 17 in 1972. Actually, there are two variants of this Speedmaster, one which is limited to only 72 pieces and comes in a yellow gold case with blue ceramic dial and bezel priced at 18,500 Swiss francs, and a steel version limited to 1,972 pieces priced at a reasonable 6,000 Swiss francs. And just for info, the red marking under the 12 o'clock mark shows the actual GMT time at which astronaut Eugene Cernan put his feet on the Earth satellite. So still in the Speedmaster collection, we saw new racer versions. These are 44mm watches with their very own minute marker on the dial face, and this watch comes in a little bit thinner version as previous version, as Omega has managed to gain a bit of space with the new sapphire-shaped case back. These watches hold the caliber 9900 with its master chronometer certification, something the brand wants to push throughout their collection in the near future. We also saw new lady versions coming in a 38mm case with the Valjoux coaxial escapement silicium movement, and I just wanted to point out the oval shape of the sub-dials of the chrono on these watches. I mentioned the Railmaster before in the trilogy proposition, and Omega came with a decently priced watch in this Railmaster collection with a 44mm steel case version priced at 4,500 Swiss francs. And in the Aquaterra collection, that's the sport chic version of the Seamaster, well, we saw a few new models, but in particular a 43 model World Timer version which comes with a central 24-hour disc showcasing enameling, so no more GMT hands, and this watch is limited to 57 timepieces only and comes in a platinum case and is priced at 45,000 Swiss francs. Still in the Seamaster collection, we saw a full ceramic blue version called the Big Blue, water resistant to 600 meters. This is a really sporty watch coming with a blue rubber strap, and the blue ceramic bezel features liquid metal numerals as well as an orange rubber coating between 12 and 3 o'clock. So for those who like blue, well, I guess this is pretty much as blue as Omega can get. So that's it for the main Omega novelties, and just as a side story or side info, the Speedmaster doesn't represent the brand's most important watch in terms of business, but of course in terms of image, it's a pretty powerful icon to have in its collection. So all the best to you, thanks for your time, and see you real soon.